Guys, welcome back to the farm. Hey, do me a favor, hit that thumbs up, subscribe to the channel, stick around for a while. We got the 7830 here out of storage. We're going to check it over, check the tires, grease it. Oil's changed last fall. We got some other big rigs up front here we're going to check over. Getting ready to start tilling some dirt. I can't believe it's here already. Winter pretty much flew by, so we're going to get this checked over, hook it up to the bean drill slash hay seeder. We're going to try to get the back 40 planted of hay. That's what's first on the agenda. So stay tuned. Let's go. So a quick rundown of what we're working with here. John Deere 7830. We bought this years back. Private seller down in Ohio. Farmer sold Pioneer seed. This was like the first deal that I actually worked. It took a good few weeks, but we ended up making the deal and then got delivery. He delivered it because he used to deliver seed, so he went and delivered that. First thing I do is check all the oil over, make sure these tires are up to snuff, make sure there's less air in these outer duals, front and rear. And sometimes I'll just get under it and look around and make sure there's no major visible leaks or anything that looks like it's out of place or loose or anything like that, because you never know. That's just the first thing I do. John Deere 9400, we got this at an auction and tires were bald on that, so we put these were on the inside. We got new tires, we put them on the inside, put the old inners on the outside. And the same thing, you look around here and look for anything that's seems to be out of place and they don't look right. Check the fluids. Oil's all been changed in the fall. So you look under here, change that. So the filter's under here. So you want to always look for anything that don't look right. And then the same thing in the rear. Hoses are all hooked up. No leaks. Looks pretty good. And we'll move on to the implement we've got. We bought this at an auction. Sunflower, 32 foot. This is like a one-pass finish tool. We only use it to get the hay ground ready, to fit hay ground. So we'll just use this when we're done with this. A heavy, big old piece of iron. When we're done with this, we'll unhook and we'll use our field cultivators to do the rest of our corn ground. This is basically when we bought this. What is this? This is a Sunflower 6432. Got this up by, I think, Bay City. Some real good farmers up there. We haven't done much to it. Like you said, last year only used it on what, 40 acres of hay we did. This year is going to be, or 60 acres. This year will be only about 40. But they went through and they hard surfaced all these shovels. So we'll go through, grease all where it folds, grease all these hubs, grease, and make sure there's air in the tires properly. And this will scratch it over. And we just like the way it does it. And then this is pretty much our backup cultivator if something were ever happened that when we were working ground with one of them other rigs, because the other rigs are about, what's it, 36 foot, and then that new one's 46 foot. So if something were to happen and you broke an axle, and because that happens on them, on the main carrier of this thing, and this has got them big 8-bolt wheels on the centers. If something were to happen to this or on one of them and broke and you couldn't finish, you would have this for a backup. Yeah, this is it's just a hunk of a piece of equipment here. Wind's picking up out here. You remember when he chisel plowed this on an angle last fall? Well, if you look, a lot of water coming from the backside of the farm. Like I said, this farm was built up on a hill and it all runs that way and down and around, but you can see how much of that wash, it just washed big ruts into here. So he's gonna level that all out, and let it dry a day. And then with this wind, it's gonna dry it out. We might hit this one more time, and then we'll be seeding it down tomorrow. We seed hay down in April. You can do that. That seed won't rot or anything like that, but you won't see us put any corn in much before May 1st, or soybeans. But you get up here on this high ground, on this headland, I mean, look at that dirt. It's drying right out. We'll come through here, pick up a few of these little rocks, these antique rocks that surfaced, and we're gonna be good to go. Wow, that thing does a heck of a job. Look how it flattened that right out. And she's moist. Don't get me wrong, I found a piece of trim or siding when we were doing them roofs. Must have blew out here, but wow, what a job that does. That's why we like it for our hay. And that's the middle of the field. That's where there's a main tile running up the gut of that. So it's gonna get drier as he goes up, but yeah, that tool does a whale of a job. Another point is we got 3.5 inches of rain last week. So the only reason we're out here is because this field's tiled. Well, all the tile fields on the back side of this farm are all tiled. And that's the only reason that you're able to be working ground early April. On the agenda, the drill's parked back in there. We've got to get this old tractor and this bulk tank out of here. This was something that we acquired. If anybody's interested in something like this, 600 gallon. We'd never use it. I don't know if it's someone want it for maple syrup or what, but I gotta get that out of the way, the tractor out of the way. Here's the 455 John Deere grain drill. Plant wheat with it. Hay, gotta have a hay seeder. That's what this is. And the hay goes through there and basically just drops out these tubes. And once this is planted, we're gonna run over it with a color packer. It's just something we've always done. And yeah, this is 30 foot wide. So we plant soybeans with it. Yep, she's all cleaned out. That's beautiful. I think we're gonna put, in here is what you put like your cover crop in. Usually we plant oats. Yeah, and there's your seeder. This was an older seeder off of an older drill we had. We ended up fitting it on here. because this option for a drill like this is very expensive. And then we sold the other bean drill off. But yeah, so we've got some wheat left over. I think we're gonna use this year for a cover crop. Oh boy, is this we're gonna have to get this out and see if she needs anything. But like I said, when you're planting hay with this and your soybeans, it's not bad because you're getting it out and getting the bugs worked out of it when you're doing your hay. And then by the time your soybeans are ready to hit the ground running, this thing's ready. Yeah, this box was all mangled up when we bought it, and we fixed it right up. So let's get this going and get her hooked up. Gonna back that tractor, and you see all these hoses, he's got these marked with zip ties. These go together, red, blue, and then that other one was clear. Make it easier so you're not guessing. Last but not least, I've just gotta grease this front end and fill this tractor full of fuel. There's a main one right under here. There she's coming out. Then there's one up here on this tie rod end. Set right underneath this tractor. How you doing? Just did this main one that holds the axle on. And we'll move sides next tire. Another. Yeah, this tractor come from Troxel. I guess it was Indiana where we got this, not Ohio, but I think they're a fairly big dealer down there. Troxel, Indiana, if any of you guys dealt with them, but it was bought new there from this guy's brother. Two brothers farm, but separate. Get behind and make sure you can get out of here. Brake lights are on. Oh yeah. Here we got her. Tires look good. Check them. Grease them hubs. Shoot. Hold on a second. Hold on a second. Gotta get the backhoe out of there. He told me. Should have known. In the barnyard, running these cows out some more feed. Big old workhorse there. She's been around a long time. Those are the cows there. You get a whole bunch of them, you'll have a good herd. Lonnie in there putting more sand in them freestalls. Never ending. In fact, they've been going out in that pasture a little bit with it being so dry, but mainly at night. It's been so warm during the day, they want to be underneath these roofs and out of that sun. But at night, you'd be surprised that the ones that are sleeping out there. It's really saving on a lot of manure in this barnyard. What you do, and now we got to put these chains to finish driving the cedar. We'll keep them in a plastic bag in the cedar once we clean it out.
So you're gonna get 52. Wonder if we should put them.
You lift up the front for your beams, right? Put that master in, I'm good to go. Put them out. That one
This
put
one's
on.
there, that one's there.
Yeah, it's got to make sure the both back kind of shooting at
Right.
one spot.
Well, yeah, this one is.
Wait.
Pin. It's got to slide it up 2 inches.
It's a
Got
dime.
to hold it. Stand right up for the first.
I'm on it.
So you got to grab it.
Got it?
Slide it up to the front.
Your way?
Whatever way. Can you get it your way?
Yeah, set it on this tire.
Yeah. All right, hold on.
Whoa!
All right, let me come over there.
Whoa! That's real iron there.
Iron.
When they made tractors.
Hey, Thomas. Hey, nice hat.
Thank you.
I'd like get me one of them.
There's yours, spin it right through.
Oh, shit.
Update on the cow. Good morning, girls. See what we got. Hi, guys. Oh yeah, there's your baby. I knew she'd calf. She was dilated and that was extra juicy. Hey mom, you gonna get up and come by baby? Yeah, she's sitting out in the sun just sucking up the heat, aren't you, girl? Bah, bah. Get on up then, bud. There she's up. Bring her right down. Okay, she's all checked over. All we're doing is waiting for that field to dry. We'll put the wheat seed in the big hoppers and the hay seed in here when we get started tomorrow. Yeah, this drill come out, I just remembered. We got this on auction. It came up from like Iowa. And come on, a low boy, they had the boxes off and they had the tongue folded and it made it here. But this thing was like new condition. It's still pretty good shape. Then we put the cedar on it. Maybe our next move after that would be down the road, they make a 35 footer of these. We would think about jumping a little bit bigger. We like bigger, but we'll see what happens. So set, ready to go. We got to get home. I'm taking Grant up for a haircut, first haircut. He's 2 years old. And then I want to show you a house project that I got into that I told you I was going to do. Once I got in that painting mode, I stayed on it, because you know how that is. Home repairs sometimes can go months and months, especially painting, once you stop doing it. But you get in the mode, you get it done. Ready to get in? Ready to get that chopped off?
Gonna get a haircut. Whoa.
We're here. Are you ready? Wait, he's got a bunch of peanut butter and jelly on his face. Got a wet wipe? Okay, back in. We've got, looks what we got. Hamburger pulled out. That's Holstein beef we're having for dinner. And the big girl, Summer, is already sitting in a high chair. And she doesn't crack a smile very often. Once in a great while. Grant, he's hanging in there with his new haircut. Eating rice and vegetables. So, remember this wall was brown? And all up here was brown. As we came along in the bathroom, I said I wanted to finish this. We pulled all this off. 2 coats. Went all the way around it. Got 2 coats of cutting in and 2 coats on the wall. And that was good paint. That's bare paint. That's why it's kind of shining like that. And then this was all stained. I think it had been 10 years since I painted that. You got to paint your walls with kids around at least every few years, I think. I figured that out. But went on a 10-year run. But yeah, she turned out pretty good. Really brightened it up in here. Really brightened it up in here. So, and that's what we want. That's what Rochelle wanted. She didn't want dark and dreary and depresso. She wanted bright, happy, and getting it done. Okay, kids are eating. Everybody, thanks for watching. Tomorrow we'll be seeding with the Sieglers, putting that hay field in first seeding planting of the year. So take care. FarmFocused.com for a shirt if you want. And take care. God bless. See you next video.